Good morning, students. Welcome to 7th Standard Social Science. Long, long ago, there lived a king in Africa. He was very arrogant and authoritarian man. Arrogant in Tamil, Timir Pidittar. Authoritarian means Sarvadhikari. One day, while sitting in his palace, surrounded by several people who had come to see him, he was suddenly overcome by a sense of grandeur and announced that he was the master of the world and that all men was his servants. All men are servants of each other, said a wispy voice. You are mistaken. There was dreadful silence after his comment. Dreadful means terrible, Bayangaramana. The blood froze in the veins of the people assembled there. After hearing this, the king lost his temper and burst in anger. The king got up from the royal throne and inquired about the voice and asked, who said that? Who dares to suggest that I am a servant? I do, said a voice in the crowd, and a white haired old man, leaning heavily on a stout stick, came out. Who are you? Asked the king. I have come from a nearby village. There is no water in the well in our village. I have come to request you that the well should be dug there, he answered. So, you are a beggar? Shouted the king, marching down to where the man stood. Yet you have the temerity to call me a servant? We all serve one another, said the old man, showing no fear, and I will prove it to you before nightfall. Do that, said the king. Force me to wait for you? If you can do that, I will have not one, but 3 wells stuck in your village. But if you fail, you will lose your head. The old man said, I want to touch your feet. Can I do it before proving myself? Yes, you can, said the king. Please hold my stick, said old man. The king took the stick and the old man bent down to touch the king's feet. Now you may give it back to me, he said, strengthening up. The king gave him back his stick. The old man asked, do you want more proof from me? Proof? Asked the king, muddled. You held my stick when I asked you to and gave it back to me when I asked you for it, said the old man. As I said, all good men are servants of one another. The king was amused to see the old man's wisdom, rather being annoyed. The king promised him to get the 3 wells dug in his village. The king appointed the old man as his personal advisor. Students, we are serve each other. No one is the master. You should never consider yourself a master to rule other. We all are equal. No one is superior to anyone and no one is inferior to anyone. We all are equal. We should always to raise our voice against any injustice. Okay, students, I hope you understood the concept of today's class through this story. Yes, my dear children, today's topic about equality. What is equality? Equality is ensuring individuals or groups that are not treated differently or less favorably on the basic or specific protected characteristics, including areas of race, gender, disability, religion or belief, sexual orientation, and age. Nature has made man unequal in color, height, talent, physical strength, etc. Natural inequality cannot be rectified, but man made inequalities can be rectified. In simple word, equality means treating all equal without showing any discrimination. Now, let's see the definition of equality by Professor Lasky. He is a teacher and political philosopher. Let's see the definition given by him regarding equality. According to Professor Lasky, equality does not mean identity of treatment, the sameness of reward. It means, first of all, absence of social privilege. Social privilege means kinds of discrimination. On the second, it means the adequate opportunities are laid upon to all. Equal opportunity must be given to all. And then, importance of equality. Why we need to treat everyone equal? Equality is a powerful moral and political ideal that has inspired and guided human society for many centuries. The concept of equality invokes the idea that all human beings have equal worth regardless of their caste, color, gender, race, or nationality. The democratic ideals such as liberty, equality, etc., are meaningful and effective only when they are implemented with justice. It is nothing but equalities means treating all equal without showing any discrimination such as caste, color, gender, race or nationality, whether are rich or poor, men or women, etc. And then kinds of equality. The first one, social equality. Social equality means that all citizens are entitled to enjoy equal status in society. There should not be any discrimination of caste, creed, color, and race. All should have equal opportunity to develop their personality and also to complete their goals. This is called social equality. And then civil equality. Civil means it is related to law. Civil equality is enjoyment of civil rights by all citizens. There should not be any discrimination of superior or inferior, the rich or the poor, caste or creed. Equal rights should be available to all the persons and nobody should be denied enjoyment of any rights. The rule of law is in force in England. England is one of the European country. And in the eyes of law, all are equal and equal treatment is given to all by the rule of law. In India, the same rule of law is followed. Do you know who framed the law? Rule of law was advocated by A.V. Dacey, the British legal luminary. And then political equality. All the democratic countries, including India, have guaranteed the political rights to all citizens. It includes right to vote, right to hold public office, right to criticize the government. These are the three major political rights. According to UAF, which means Universal Adult Franchise, a citizen should have equal opportunity to actively participate in the political life. And then in India, the voting right is given to all the citizens who has attained the age of 18 years without any discrimination. And any person who has completed the age of 25 years can contest in the election in India. Who has attained the age of 18 years, they have right to vote. And any person who has completed the age of 25 years can contest in the election in India. Children, do you know which is the first country to vote for women? Yes, India is the first country to give right to vote to women in the year 1952. In Switzerland, the right to vote is given to women in 1971. The vote of the Prime Minister and the vote of the common man are equal, which denotes political equality. And then gender equality. All human beings, both men and women, are free to develop their personal abilities and make choices without any limitations. Women were not given equal rights and they were considered as weak as compared to men, and they were placed in the secondary position to men. They should be treated equally. This is called gender equality. Students, let's see some of the social reformers who worked hard for the freedom of women. Rajaram Mohan Rai, Aishwar Chandra Vidyasagar, Dayanand Saraswati, Mahadev Govind Ranade, Darabai Sinde, Begum Rekia Sakhawat Hussain. These are the social reformers worked hard to get equal status to the women. And then human dignity. Dignity means self-respect or faith. Human dignity is the most important human right compared to all other fundamental rights. And then we can promote equality by treat all are important, creating and good culture, and then giving equal opportunities for all to develop full chance to create equality, and then to create rules and regulations through education. Through these ways, we can promote equality in India. Justice means genuine respect for people. Preserve means to protect, secure. So equality is very important to function the society. Okay students, Shall we recall now? Liberty and equality are the two fundamental concepts of democracy. All people should be equal before law, and everybody should be given equal chance and opportunity to participate in political life. And then, civil equality implies equality of all before law. Gender equality means both men and women should be treated equally. The various laws, programs of the government aim at gender equality. Okay, students, thank you.